Hello, Sunim.
네.
Nice to see you again.
네.
And I have always been a curious person ever since I was a little boy. For example, when there was an ant's nest, I would watch to see where the ants are going, where they're getting their food, and the trails they make. Now, in English-speaking cultures, there's a saying, ignorance is bliss. Actually, I found curiosity to be one of the more positive factors in my life. It doesn't seem like ignorance is bliss is one of the approaches of the Jungto society. For example, I've seen you give talks with a podium like this one where it says Happiness School in Korean. And then later on we see a video of about some, a 3-minute clip or so about some starving children in North Korea, or a bird dying full of plastic. So, is it possible for me to become happy without losing awareness of those things that are happening in the world?
있습니다.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Is this something that it's something that I hope is true, but I don't know if I can have blind faith that it is true?
근데 행복하지 않을 이유가 뭐가 있습니까?
So, what reasons, what factors keep you from being happy?
여기 가난한 아이가 한 명 있다.
So there's a poor child right there.
네. 보니까 도와주고 싶다.
You want to help that child.
그래서 도우면 됩니다.
So then go ahead and help that child.
근데 2명 있다.
Say there are 2 children.
그럼 2명을 도우면
Then you
됩니다.
can help both children.
100명이 있다.
There are 100 children.
나는 5명밖에 도울 능력이 안 된다.
But you don't have the ability, you only have the ability to help 5 children.
그럼 5명 도우면 됩니다.
Then you just go ahead and help those 5 children.
그럼 95명은 어떻게 하느냐?
Then what about the rest of 95 children?
그걸 갖고 내가 집에 와서 괴로워한다면
So if I come home and suffer because I was not able to help the 95 children,
그것은 감정 낭비예요.
that's a waste of your emotions.
그 괴로워한다고 아이에게 도움이 되는 게 아니에요.
Because the fact of your suffering is not helping those 95 children.
자기 감정의 만족일 뿐입니다.
So you're just kind of waiting in your own emotions.
그 괴로워하는 시간에
So the time spent for you to suffer,
친구들에게 전화해서
you can call your friends
모금을 해서
and get donations
5명을 더 도울 수 있는 길을 찾아야 됩니다.
and find a way to help more than 5 children.
이것이 중요하지 내가 괴로워하는 것이 무슨 도움이 됩니까 그들에게?
So actions you take to help those children is what's important, not the suffering that you cause yourself for not being able to help the 95 children.
나한테는 괴로움이고
Because that's suffering to me
다른 애들에게는 아무 도움도 안 됩니다.
and has no benefits to the children.
근데 왜 이런 일을 합니까?
So why do we engage in this?
만약에 자연환경이 파괴된다고 생각한다면
Say the environment is suffering or being destroyed.
괴로워한다고 그게 개선되는 건 아니잖아요.
Just will it improve of its own just because you're suffering?
개선을 하는 데 있어서 내가 일회용 하나라도 안 버리는 실천이 중요하죠.
It's important for in order to help, whatever you can, the fact that at one time you don't use plastic cups, that's more important than your suffering.
또 다른 사람에게 캠페인을 벌리는 게 중요하죠.
or engage others in an environmental campaign.
그렇게 해서 개선이 될지 안 될지는 알 수 없지만
So we don't know whether your effort is going to ultimately lead to an improvement.
지금 우리는 그거라도 할 수 있다는 거예요.
But at least that's something concrete we can engage in.
내가 아무것도 하지 않고
If you don't do anything
걱정만 하고
and
있다면
you just worry,
그럼 무슨 도움이 돼요?
then who is it helping?
호기심은 매우 좋은 겁니다. 호기심은 매우 좋은 거예요.
Curiosity is a very good thing.
인간의 정신작용 중에
I think among the mental things, mental capacities that humans have,
최고로 고급적인 정신작용이 자각작용입니다.
자각.
자각, 스스로 알아차리는 거.
I think the highest form of cognition in a human being is being able to have awareness and insight into oneself.
이것은 변화를 가져옵니다.
Because that awareness brings about change,
즉 자기 변화.
brings about change in yourself.
그다음에 두 번째로 중요한 정신작용이 탐구작용입니다.
But I think the second most important ability is the ability to be curious,
궁금해하는 것.
to have questions.
왜 그렇지?
Why is that?
이것이 연구입니다.
And that leads to exploration.
이것이 새로운 것을 발견하는 원천입니다.
That allow us to discover new things.
우리가 창조력, 창의력 하는 것은 탐구에서 생깁니다.
Because what we call creativity, innovation, all comes from this curiosity.
부처님도 어린 시절에 이런 탐구를 하는 자세였습니다.
So Buddha was always a curious child.
새가 벌레를 쪼아먹는 걸 사람들이 보고 당연하게 생각합니다.
You know, so people witnessed this bird eating a worm, and everybody thought nothing of it.
고타마 시다라타는 왜 하나가 살기 위해서는 하나가 죽지? 이런 의문이 생겼습니다.
But Gautama Siddhartha, the name of Buddha, he asked that question when he was a child, witnessed the same thing. Go, why does one life have to die to feed the other life?
둘 다 같이 사는 길은 없을까?
Is there a way for both to live?
그래서 선생님에게 물었습니다.
So he asked his teacher,
선생님이 답을 못해요.
and the teacher was not able to answer him.
선생님은 어떻게 하면 이기느냐의 답만 있지 살아남느냐만 답만 있지 어떻게 하면 같이 사느냐는 전혀 생각도 안 해봤고 몰랐습니다.
The teacher only had answers on how to survive or how to win. He did not have answers on how to coexist because it never actually dawned on him.
아버지한테 물어봤어요.
So he asked his father.
아버지도 몰라요.
Father did not know
그렇게 생각해 본 적이 없어요.
because he never thought that way.
그래서 그런 쓸데없는 생각하지 말라고 했어요.
He said, don't waste your time on useless thoughts.
근데 그는 궁금했어요.
But he was still curious.
결국 그것이 진리를 찾아 집을 떠날 수밖에 없는 출발이었습니다.
So ultimately that curiosity was the impetus for him to leave his palace to look for enlightenment, truth.
그래서 이 젠 불교에서는 이 먹고 이것이 무엇이지 하는 이 화두가 가장 중요한 거예요.
That's why the most important koan, the question in Zen Buddhism tradition is, what is this?
나라고 하는 이것이 무엇인가? 나라고 하는.
This thing called me, what is this?
우리는 그냥 나 하지 나라고 하는 이것이 무엇인지는 규명을 하지 않습니다.
Because we automatically point to ourselves, we believe we are an I or a me, but we never stop to ask the question, what is this thing called me?
우리는 괴로워만 하지 왜 괴롭지 이렇게 탐구하지 않습니다.
We suffer, but we never explore the question, why am I suffering?
결혼 20년 생활이 지나서 남편이 갑자기 바람을 피웠다고 합시다.
Say your husband cheated on you after 20 years of marriage.
분노만 합니다.
Then we only get angry.
왜 갑자기 남편이 딴 여자 생각이 났을까? 궁금하네요.
But aren't you curious why your husband all of a sudden was tempted by another woman?
저 같으면 연구를 엄청나게 할 것 같아요.
Because if I were you, I would actually be really curious.
어떻게 심리가 그렇게 바뀌었을까?
Now, how all of a sudden did this person I thought I knew change?
저는 노트 갖고 상대편 여자도 인터뷰할 것 같아요.
And I think I would actually go and interview the other woman.
이렇게 탐구를 해서 그 원인을 규명해야 됩니다.
Because you have to explore, to discover, and find that the root cause or root truth.
부처가 가르친 진리를 사승제 네 가지의 진리라고 말합니다.
So they say what Buddha taught, the four truth, four noble truth. That's the term they give.
첫 번째가 괴로움이다 하는 겁니다.
The first truth is that there's suffering.
즉 현실이 어떤가 하는 거, 실제가 어떤가.
That's the reality. That's basically answers the question, what is reality?
두 번째가 왜 괴로운가, 원인이 뭔가 하는 겁니다.
The second question, so second truth answers the question, why is there suffering? What is the cause of that suffering?
세 번째는 이건 없앨 수 있는가 하는 겁니다.
The third answers the question, then can I get rid of this suffering?
네 번째는 그럼 어떻게 하면 없애는가?
Then fourth answers the question, how do I get rid of this suffering?
이런 관점에서 사고하는 것이 부디스트입니다.
So it's all about questioning. So Buddhism is all about questioning.
근데 믿음은 불교가 아니에요.
A faith is not part of Buddhism.
불교는 탐구입니다.
Buddhism is all about exploration and discovery.
저는 초등학교 들어가기 전에 제일 궁금했던 게 이 점장이 할머니가 점을 쳐서 이렇게 사람의 운명, 일년 운수를 맞추는 거였습니다.
So when I was most curious about as a child in elementary school, I was fascinated by fortune tellers who would tell you what your year is going to look like.
동전을 이렇게 돌려서 씨가 척 던져서 뭐 원래는 어떻고 저떻고 하는데 너무 궁금했어요.
So this lady fortune teller would swing around pallets of coins. She would throw the coins down, and by that she will tell you what will happen to you in this year. And I was really curious how she did that.
근데 할머니는 내가 묻는데 대답은 안 하고 야단만 쳤어요.
But so when I asked her, she scolded me. She didn't answer me.
그다음에 무당도 참 신기했어요.
And I also was very curious about the shamans, traditional shamans of Korea.
구슬할 때 이게 동네 어떤 소를 잃어버렸을 때 구슬해서 그 범인을 잡습니다.
So what she would do, actually, people who lose this cow or somebody steals somebody's cow, that person, the owner, would go to a shaman and ask her to perform a ceremony to find out who the culprit was.
그러면서 막 이렇게 북을 치고 이렇게 구슬하면서
So there's a lot of drumming involved, so a lot of dancing.
또 마을 사람들이 전부 와서 이 대나무를 이렇게 손을 잡아 보게 합니다.
So then all the villagers actually congregate and the shaman forces everybody to hold this piece of wood, this piece of bamboo stick.
근데 이 범인은 이 대나무를 잡으면 손이 덜덜덜덜덜 뜹니다.
So the culprit, when he holds that bamboo stick, the whole hand starts shaking.
그건 범인이에요.
And that's the culprit.
저는 어릴 때 너무 신기했어요.
And I was amazed how she would always find out who the thief is.
근데 지금 생각해 보면 그게 거짓말 탐지기와 원리가 똑같습니다.
But now that I think about it, it's the same principle as the lie detector.
초등학교 들어갔어요.
So I went into elementary school.
교회 다녔습니다.
So I went to church.
노래도 부르고 너무 재밌었어요.
And it was great because I was singing hymns, I was having fun in the church.
근데 그 목사가 자꾸 예수님은 처녀에서 났다. 자꾸 이런 얘기를 했어요.
And the minister kept teaching us that, Jesus was born of a virgin birth.
그래서 제가 궁금해서 물어봤어요. 어떻게 처녀가 애를 낳을 수 있습니까?
So I was really curious, so I asked the minister, how can a virgin give birth to a child?
그 저보고 너 믿지 않으면 지옥 간다 그랬어요.
And minister told me, if you don't believe, you're going to go to hell.
그래서 제가 어리지만 이해가 안 됐어요. 궁금해서 물어봤는데 이게 무슨 죄가 있다고 지옥 가나?
So I was, curious as a child. I was just asking questions out of curiosity, genuine curiosity. I didn't do anything bad, but why is the minister telling me I'll go to hell?
그래서 교회 가는 것을 그 다음에 조금씩 적어지다가 멈췄어요.
So I started pausing, going to church, and stopped altogether.
중학교 갔는데 내 친구가 자꾸 절에 가자는 거예요.
So I went to junior high, and my friend wanted me to accompany him to Buddhist temple.
템플에는 원래 할머니들이 다니지 애들은 안 다녀요.
Because at that time, I thought only old people went to temples, not me.
그래서 애들이 왜 절에 갔냐?
So I said, why do young kids like us, why do we go to temples?
요새 불교 학생회라는 게 있어서 가서 공부 배운다고 가자는 거예요.
They said, there's like a Buddhist youth study group now, so let's go study.
그래서 따라가 봤어요.
So I followed him.
그때 스님이 강의를 하는데
And there was a monk who was giving a lecture.
부처님이 태어나자마자 이렇게 탁 섰다는 거예요.
And he said, Buddha, as soon as he was born, as a newborn, stood up.
그래서 제가 물어봤어요. 스님 그런 사람 본 적이 있냐고.
I said, the monk, have you ever seen a person like that
못
yourself?
봤다는 거예요.
He said, no, I never have.
근데 당신 보지도 안 하고 그런 거를 얘기하면 어떡하느냐.
I said, how can you teach us something that you actually have never seen yourself?
어떻게 사람이 태어나자마자 설 수 있느냐.
How can a baby just born start standing up?
그러니까 그분이 그러니까 부처지 이러는
They
거예요.
said, that's why he was the Buddha.
아 그때 제가 또 의문이 들었어요.
So that's when I started having questions again.
아 그 스님이 조금 전에 법문을 할 때
When he was saying just a minute before,
누구든지 깨달으면 부처가 된다 그랬어요.
he told me that everybody can be a Buddha only if that person, as long as that person attains enlightenment.
그래서 모든 사람이 누구나 다 부처가 될 수 있다고 말해요.
He said everybody can be a Buddha.
근데 지금 물으니까
So he said that a couple of minutes ago, but now that I ask him,
태어날 때 써야 부처라는 거예요.
he said, no, to be a Buddha, you have to be able to stand up as a newborn.
난 태어날 때 못 썼어.
So I don't think I did that.
그럼 난 부처가 못 된다는
Does that
거야.
mean I can never become a Buddha?
근데 앞뒤 맞지 않지 않냐.
So it wasn't logical.
그랬더니 그 스님은 대답을 못했어요.
So the monk was not able to answer me.
그러나 지옥 간다 소리는 안 했어요.
At least he didn't tell me I'll go to hell.
근데 제가 어느 날 소가 새끼 낳는 걸 봤습니다.
Then one day I actually witnessed a cow giving birth.
근데 새끼가 나자마자 섰어요.
And the cow actually, a calf, would actually stand up as soon as it was born.
아, 너무 신기했습니다.
It was fantastic.
저거 봐, 나자마자 서지 않냐?
So I said, that calf is able to stand up as soon as it's born.
어떻게 서지?
Then how does it do that?
관찰을 해봤어요.
So I watched.
근데 어미가 서서 새끼를 낳았어요.
And the mother calf of the cow actually gave birth standing up.
엄마가 서서 새끼를 낳으면 새끼도 쏘구나.
So I said, oh, since she's standing up giving birth, that's why the calf is able to stand up.
근데 부처님 엄마는 나무가지를 잡고 서서 낳았어요.
So I said, oh, okay, the legend has it that Buddha's mother actually gave birth standing up, holding onto a tree branch.
그래서 섰을 수도 있겠다.
Maybe that's why Buddha was able to stand up.
제가 만약에 여자였다면
If I were a woman,
아마 10번은 실험을 해봤을 거예요.
I would actually probably given birth at least 10 times
이거 좋은 거예요.
to experiment. I think this is good.
저는 그래서 과학자가 되기를 원했어요.
That's why I always wanted to be a scientist.
종교인들의 얘기는 너무나 허황했습니다.
Because what religious leaders told me was too fantastic for me to believe.
검증되지도 않은 이야기.
It wasn't validated.
뭐 죽은 뒤의 얘기.
You know, it's always something that happens to you after you die.
그래서 저는 종교를 싫어했어요.
Because I did not like religion.
제가 이 종교인이 될 거라고는 꿈에도 생각을 안
I
했어요.
could have never imagined that I would actually become a religious clergy.
내가 제일 싫어하는 사람이었어요.
Because that was the one I detested the most.
근데 내가 종교인이 돼버렸어요.
Then all of a sudden, here I am.
근데 이것도 할만해요.
But it's not bad now I look on it.
그러니까 이제 내가 불교를 하게 된 거는 바로 부처님의 가르침이 탐구를 하는 거였어요.
The reason I was really chose to become a monk was that Buddha's teaching, in essence, was all about questioning.
질문자가 아까 개미 얘기를 했는데요.
You talked about ants.
저는 개미만 연구한 게 아니에요.
It wasn't just ants I actually looked at.
저는 구더기도 연구했어요.
I looked at maggots.
재래식 시골의 재래식 화장실이었어요.
Because there was a traditional bathroom in rural Korea with no running water or plumbing.
거기서 앉아서 이렇게 보면 구더기가 막 이렇게 기어올라옵니다.
So if you actually take a look at it and sit down and watch, what happens is that you see a lot of maggots there trying to climb up the wall.
그 웅덩이에서 기어올라다가 떨어지고 올라다가 떨어져요.
And they keep falling back down, but they keep trying to climb back up.
근데 제가 너무 애써서 올라와 떨어지고 애써서 올라와 떨어지는 게 어린 마음이 안 됐어요.
So as a child, I said, you know what? I felt bad for the maggots, trying, always failing, not succeeding.
그래서 제가 그 채라고 있는데 그걸 가져와서 이 구더기를 건졌어요.
So I actually brought a kind of a filter type of device and rescued some of the maggots.
그렇게 깨끗한 그릇에 담아놨습니다.
And I put that in a very clean dish.
그랬더니 다 기어나가 변소로 도로 들어갔어요.
And then, you know, they would actually climb out of that dish and go back down into the bath, into the hole.
그때 굉장한 그 의문이 생겼어요.
So a huge question loomed for me.
왜 깨끗한 것을 두고 저것을 도로 들어갈까?
Why would the maggots leave a clean place and go back to a dirty place?
아, 이 깨끗한 걸 원한다는 건 내 생각이었고.
Then I realized that my preference for a clean place was my preference.
구더기에는 그 변소가 자기 집이구나.
To a maggot, that dirty hole was its house, its home.
그때 저는 천국에 대해서도 생각이 들었습니다.
That's when I thought of heaven.
여기서는 천국 가고 싶지만
Here, we all want to go to heaven.
뭐 어쩌면 천국에 갖다 놔도 사람들이 술집도 없고 노래방도 없고 뭐 재미없다고 기어 나오는 구더기처럼 기어 나오는 게 굉장히 많겠다.
But I thought, you know what? If we all end up in heaven, some of us will say there's nothing here. There's no karaoke, there's no liquor, there's no bars, and like maggots, there'll be a lot of us trying to climb out of heaven.
그럼 무엇이 천국일까?
Then what is heaven in that case?
이런 의문을 갖게 된 거예요.
So I was asking questions like this.
이것이 진리를 탐구하는데 아주 좋습니다.
And this curiosity is a great way for you to discover the truth.
그래서 본인의 그런 탐구적인 자세는 좋다는 거예요.
So what I'm saying is that your sense of curiosity is a great thing for you to have.
그래서 우리가 오늘 이렇게 무엇인지 서로 대화를 하는 거예요.
That's why we can hold this conversation about anything at all.
정말 훌륭한 목사님이라면
So if that minister was a really good minister,
신은 없다 이렇게 누가 주장을 하면
if somebody says God is dead or there is no God,
그렇게 생각할 수도 있다.
then I would say, well, you can think that way.
그걸 갖고 그럼 대화를 한번 해보자.
Then let's have a conversation about that.
이렇게 접근해야 합니다.
I think that's the right approach.
Thank you, Sunim.